So now I'll show you the display settings that we have with the Walk Designer. So first of all, we have the ability to just change sort of color and give it the color that you actually prefer. What I usually do, I have actually created this this rig with this central line, so that I can see when I create the walk cycles, I can see the swing from side to side. And what I usually do is I use the constant shading lines display in Cinema 4D, because that will give me that center line. So that is my preference. Then after the color, we have the different modes that Cinema 4D give us to display joins. So we have none, we have standard, we have box, we have line, and we have polygon, which ends up with this custom build polygon rig that I sort of use as a sort of rig to animate with. Then further down we have that the flow rig, the flow visibility on and off that I actually showed you already. And then we have this IK control visibility, and that is because we have a complete access to an IK rig as well as a Walk Designer, that I will show you to you in a minute. So let me turn this off. So now, if we come to the Walk Designer global attributes, then you can see that we have now the ability to turn off the Walk Designer, turn on the T-stance, turn it off again, switch the IK controls, and now we have that fully. So if I come here and select spline, that fully rigged character is completely animatable with controls that you expect to find in a nice production rig, with reverse ball and reverse foot controls and all that kind of stuff that one expects to find in a rig sort of like kind of to animate. Now, the other thing that we can do is we can then rig a character very quickly. So if I come here and turn off the spline selection, turn off the IK control, now make sure that I have joins as a filter, marquee select all of them, and then here I have a mesh that I have used before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this as well, and then go to character and go to bind. And now if I go back to my Walk Designer and turn Walk Designer on, then there is our character fully sort of bound. Obviously, if I turn off, obviously the skinning needs to be adjusted by hand. You cannot expect that this will give you perfect kind of skinning, but it gives you quite a good, does a good job, and you know, all you have to do is just come and adjust it. But with a skin character, you can start to see how the motion actually it works quite nicely And again, we can come to our presets and load any of these presets. And as soon as you have like a mesh, you can see how that actually gives you a much more responsive sort of like kind of feeling. So I think this actually concludes the whole demonstration of the Work Designer. In the next 2 or 3 videos, I'm going to show you how to create different kind of motion libraries and how to use the motion system in Cinema 4D together with the Work Designer and the retargeting tag in order to create your own sort of libraries of work cycles. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find this interesting.